Underground Fiends, this is your voice of UEW ITV, and I am sitting here with the newly elected president of Underground Empire Wrestling, former head referee Danielle Hernandez. Danielle comes to the position with a wealth of reffing experience. Danielle, how does it feel to be elected the second president of UEW in its history?
Well, Ozzy, it is a very humbling feeling that I have. I am very appreciative that I have been elected second UEW president. I am looking forward to the future and what I can bring to UEW.
Glad to hear it. Just to follow up, what kind of changes should we in the Underground Fiends expect in 2019?
Well, 2019 should be a great year for UEW. I have requested that the board provide to me all of the contracts and documents that we have for my review to see what I can bring to 2019. I also have within the next few months dealings south of the border to expand UEW internationally.
Speaking of international fans, there have been plenty of international Underground Fiends that have expressed their love and interest in UEW and would do almost anything to witness a live UEWI pay-per-view event. Is that something that they can be expecting in the near future?
I am in the early stages with my production team in creating a UI pay-per-view that will be able to be viewed internationally. That is something that I have set a high goal for 2019 so that everybody anywhere will be able to view our shows.
That is great to hear for our international fans. Now, to those unfamiliar that happen to be watching, what experience do you feel that you will be able to flourish in this role as UEW president?
Well, I feel my experience with UEW currently, I was a referee for 4 years, the last two being the head referee, which gave me a spot on the board. I was able to kind of see how the cogs turned, and I've been able to help lead UEW in the direction that I kind of want to go. So I see 2019 as my next step.
In regards to refereeing, does this mean you are now retired from that capacity entirely?
Well, never say never.
Now, I just want to get into a few questions that have been submitted from the Underground Fiends. One specifically is, will the longest reigning champion of the modern era, Mike Rain, be forced to defend his UEW Eastern Pacific Championship more than once over the course of 2019?
Yes, that's a great question, Fiends. Per UEW regulations, I will now be enforcing that all championships must be defended at least once every 90 days.
That is something that I am thrilled to hear, as we only saw Mike Rain defend his title once over 2018. Another submitted question, extremely popular amongst the Fiends, is when will we see the Vandal Andre Verdun go one-on-one with BC Killer?
Well, that is actually a discussion that myself and the board have to have. You will not see BC Killer and Andre as a tag team. There's just way too much tension there. So that is something that unfortunately I will have to give you more information on in the future.
I'm happy to hear that, because the Fiends aren't the only ones that are anticipating these two locking up one-on-one. Now, one last one from the Fiends is any chance of any familiar faces returning to Underground Empire Wrestling?
Yes, Fiends, that's another great question. And yes, you will be seeing current, returning, and new competitors at UEW in 2019.
Well, it definitely sounds like 2019 is one that is shaping up to be an exciting one. Underground Fiends, thank you for joining us. This is your voice of UEW ITV and our newly elected UEW actually, I'm so sorry. It seems we've received a message from BC Killer. He is demanding a one-on-one match with the Vandal Andre Verdun, and if he doesn't get one, he'll be adding another body to the count. How would you like to respond to this?
Well, first of all, I will not be intimidated by any competitors at UEW. I will not be taking any disrespect.
Okay, Underground Fiends, thank you for joining us. Once again, your voice of UEW Aussie V with our newly elected president, Danielle Hernandez. Be sure to join us on Thanksgiving as new episodes of UITV return, as I, Aussie V, will bring you up to speed on all the action in the underground. Thank you, and good night.